not so very long ago that a prison in one of our southeastern states suddenly erupted with a sound that struck fear into the surrounding countryside. It was the warning that a breakout was underway. Using guns that had been smuggled into the prison, the convicts overpowered several guards in the cell blocks, and 9 of the prisoners successfully made their way to freedom. By morning, 7 had been taken into custody. 2 men, however, were still at large.
What do we do now, Wally, huh? What do we do?
We wait in the woods until it gets dark. Till we get some feeling back into us. Boy, I'm half dead from all this running.
What do we do then? You figured out where we're gonna go, Wally? You're smart. I must do, Wally.
We're going to St. Louis.
All the way there?
St. Louis. No place else.
You don't come from there. What do you want to go to St. Louis for, Ollie? You got guys there to help us, Ollie? I don't get it.
You don't have to get it. Right now, that's where I have to be. Someone I have to see there. Someone I wanted to see for a long time. There ain't nothing that's gonna stop me from getting there. Nothing.
Oh, Ollie. How is it out there? Dark enough to move out yet?
Yeah, it'll do. Come on.
Ollie.
Come on, will you?
Ollie, I've been thinking what you said about St. Louis. Going there. Ollie, it's a long way. It's nearly 1,100 miles.
I told you, I have to see someone.
Well, who? Who's that important that you're so crazy to go, Ollie?
I got a girl there. Her name is Mona. Mona. I was gonna marry her. Give up every crooked thing I was doing and go straight just for her.
You?
Yeah, me. That's how nuts about her I was. And so what happens? The first time in my life I ever really played square with a girl. The first time. And I tell her everything about me. All the crooked jobs I pulled, just everything. And the next day she squeals on me to the cops.
Why do you want to go back to see a dame like that, Ollie? What do you want her for?
Look, kid. Guys like you and me that just bust out of prison, we're on borrowed time anyway. We could get plugged just standing here, running across that next field. But before they get me, I'm gonna get her.
You gotta stop reading about it, honey. You've gotta stop thinking about it. After all, just because you once knew the man.
It was more than just knowing him, Fred. I've told you that. He wanted to marry me.
Then why should he come all the way back here to hurt you? Hasn't he got enough on his mind without coming all the way to St. Louis just to see a girl he was once in love with? After all, you're married to me now.
You don't understand, honey. You've never known people like Ollie. He thinks different, he acts different. He's a crook, Fred. He's been mixed up in all sorts of rackets. Marriage wouldn't mean anything to him. Nothing would mean anything if he wanted to get even.
For what? You never did anything to him. It wasn't your fault he was arrested.
He thinks it is. He's always thought so. The night before they caught him, he told me everything he'd done. The next day, they arrested him just as I was walking up to the cafeteria where we were to have lunch. If you could have seen the way he looked at me. The things he shouted at me like a madman.
Oh, honey, he isn't coming back here. He isn't going to get anywhere near you. You saw what it said in the papers. They're combing the whole state for him. How can he really expect to get away with all those people searching for him? It says they've organized...
They haven't caught him, Fred. They still haven't caught him. If he gets away, what'll he do then?
And the residence of Miss Mona Randall. Now, Mrs. Mona Forbes.
But how did you know how to find me? How did you know I was living here?
Well, since you were questioned at the time of Ollie Blake's arrest, naturally your name was in his files. We've kept those files up to date.
You think he's coming here? Is that it, Mr. Daniels?
We don't know where he's going, Mrs. Forbes. We're just trying to get some leads. He hasn't called you, made any attempt to reach you at your work?
No. But if Ollie wanted to find me, he would. He still thinks I'm the one who told on him.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to alarm you. I simply came here to check on the possibility that Blake may have been in touch with you. Mrs. Forbes, I wonder if you take a look at this list of names. These are people who were connected with Blake at about the time you knew him. Most of them have criminal records, but there's a possibility that you may have heard him mention one of these names in his conversations with you. These are people that he might possibly come to for money or for a place to hide out.
I don't recognize any of these names, no.
I see. Mrs. Forbes, what about this name Sheila Harris? Did he ever mention her?
No, just a second. Sheila Harris. Yes, I think I do recognize that name.
In connection with what?
Ollie said she ran a hotel in Ohio. Yes, he was talking about taking me there on our honeymoon.
In Ohio. Did he mention where in Ohio?
Yes, it was on a lake. Outside Dayton. Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton, Ollie. We still got 300 miles to go, and this train ain't headed for St. Louis.
I know all about it. We're getting off as soon as she slows down.
Where are we gonna stay? What we gonna use for money?
That's why we're getting off. Thought maybe we'd make a little loan. Hey, come on, kid, let's blow. We're slowing down. Hiya, Sheila.
You got a nerve coming in here with your picture plastered all over the newspapers. What do you think you're doing?
I thought we'd have a reunion.
Get out of my place. And don't waste any time doing it.
I need some money, Sheila.
I'm not a bank.
You've got the cash. You've been running a wheel in this place.
Not for a long time. The cops closed me down. But I'm running a hotel and business is rotten.
You used to buy my booze. You were my friend.
You're hot. I don't know you anymore. So take your bright little boy and get out.
The old gal's loaded, Ollie. Look at the loot.
Get the rest of it, kid.
Get away from that safe.
Don't do it, Sheila. Let that gun right where it is. Not like a spare as a kid.
I got it, Ollie. I got all of it.
Give that to me. It's everything I've got.
Come here.
You can't take
Come here.
I
I came in here. I was your friend. But you treat me like dirt. Why? I need that money. It's taking me to someone I gotta see. Now, why wouldn't you help me? Why? Every day my nose treats me the same way. Everyone.
Don't be nuts. We'll never get out of here.
One more second and I'll pull this trigger. But now I'll save it for somebody else. Come on. She ain't gonna be as lucky as you. Take it easy, kid. You'll get us a motorcycle escort.
I can't get over driving the car again. Yeah, I feel like I never want to let go of this wheel.
All I can feel is this gun in my hand and what I'm gonna do with it.
Ollie,
Yeah?
this thing you've been planning, now that you've had time to think about it, maybe it ain't smart to go through with it.
Why don't you shut up?
They got a lot on us if they catch us, Ollie. But one thing they ain't got is a murder rap. Okay. Give her a going over. Give her a beating she won't forget, but why kill her, Ollie?
Because I have to. Like there was something sticking in my back, pushing me on, so that I can't stop no more. It don't even matter what happens to me. I could drop dead the next minute after I did it. But in that minute, I'd know that I was free. Free from this gnawing inside me. It's that laughing that you hear when you know someone made a fool out of you. "5 years I waited for this. Now it's down to a couple hours.
Why should he come here?
You were a friend of his. The man in Ollie Blake's spot needs friends. He also needs a place in which to hide out.
Well, he ain't been here. What are you trying to do? Get me in wrong with the cops? I'm having trouble enough as it is, just keeping my head out of water.
He hasn't called you, tried to get in touch with you?
Nothing.
You know what it would mean if you tried to protect him or gave false information to an officer of the law, don't you? Ollie Blake's wanted.
Well, if you don't believe I'm telling the truth, why don't you have the place searched?
Miss Harris.
You know, all the rooms. I don't care.
Miss Harris, isn't it true that there was a disturbance in this lobby last night about 10 o'clock? Some loud voices. I understand there were some men in here to see you.
Who told you that?
One of the bellhops heard the commotion. Who were the men who were in here to see you?
Wait a minute.
That's about all the time you're going to have, Miss Harris. The police are on their way up here now to question that bellhop. Now, you're going to tell me, who were those men who were in here last night?
I was afraid to tell you. I'm still afraid.
You mean Blake was here?
Yes. He tried to kill me, the big lug. He came in here with that other guy from the pen, and they held me up. I got marks all over my arm where he grabbed me. And then he took all my money and ran out of here.
You have any idea where he went?
No, I don't know where he went. He might still be in town.
And you're certain you don't know where he is?
I'm telling you the truth. Do you think I want that big lug to come back here? Why don't you find him and put a choker on him? Just make sure he don't come back.
In an effort to find out where Ollie Blake and Leon Ferrin had gone after leaving Sheila's place, Investigator Daniels checked with bus terminals, railroad depots, and airports in the Dayton area to find out if either of the escaped prisoners had been seen purchasing transportation. Since these efforts produced no leads on the whereabouts of the fugitives or their immediate destination, Daniels began checking rental car services and used car lots. At one of them, he found the first lead on the men he was looking for.
Yeah, I sold a car to these two guys when I opened up the lot this morning. A 51 sedan, black.
Did you get them a license plate?
Sure, that's part of our business. Always want to keep the customer satisfied.
Mind if I have the number?
I didn't have time to put this in my books yet. I must have a form somewhere in here. Let's see now.
This it?
No, just the phone number of a sales prospect. Oh, here we are. You want to copy it down?
Yes.
License is J26498.
It wasn't until early the next morning that the car, which Blake and Ferrin had purchased, was found abandoned on a deserted road some 30 miles east of St. Louis. The gas tank was empty. Close examination of the car revealed a clue indicating their possible destination.
I'll get it, Mona. Hello? Oh, yes. Who is this, please?
Who is it, Fred?
It's the phone company. Anything been wrong with the line?
No, I don't think so.
Well, just a minute. They want to check it. Will you be home in the morning? I have to go to the office.
Yes, I'll be home, but there's nothing wrong. I would have called them.
Well, they think you might have been missing some incoming calls. Yes, Miss Forbes will be home in the morning.
You sure she'll be there? Fine. Thank you, sir. She'll be waiting for me. Just waiting. here after 5 years.
Come on, Ollie. Let's get it over with.
I'm enjoying it, kid. I feel like a millionaire.
Maybe she's not home.
She's gotta be. I arranged it. You heard me on the phone. She said she'd be here waiting for me.
Hey, look, Ollie. Do you know, the telephone man must have fallen off the door.
Give in.
What's it say?
She'll be right back. She left the door open for us. Come on. Okay, Mona, we'll wait. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Forbes.
Yeah.
This is Mr. Daniels, Mr. Forbes. Has anything happened up there? Has anyone telephoned or tried to get into the apartment?
No, everything's all right here. My wife, she's out. Why? What's all the excitement about? Blake? Who's that? No, we haven't heard a thing. Yeah, I see. Okay, thanks.
We better get out of here, Ollie. Come on.
You crazy? After 5 years, I ain't leaving now.
What you gonna do, Ollie?
Get out. Wait outside.
That's all you talked about. You said I could be with you.
This is all mine, kid. Wait for me downstairs.
Oh, Ollie, you promised.
Get out, I said.
One thing I know, the way she's feeling.
"5 years, Mona. I waited a long time. Good as dead, you figured. Walked away where you'd never see me again, huh? Well, take another look. Why don't you say something? You talked enough to the cops, now talk to me. Say something! Oh, I waited every day thinking about what I was going to do to you.
I never told them, Ollie.
You told them. When they came around asking about me, you told them we had a date.
No, Ollie.
I trusted you, Mona. The first person in the whole world. I told you about me, how I feel, what I am. And you threw it all back in my face.
I liked you. I didn't know what you really were.
But you did. I never talked to anyone like I talked to you. Other people, it was different. I knocked them down before they did it to me. With you, it was a quiet world where a man could feel safe.
It still is, Ollie. I never gave you away, and I won't now. Only leave me alone and forget you ever came here.
Forget. What else is there left for me to get back at you? I killed you 100 times, Mona. 100 times. Even now, I can't believe it's really going to happen.
Ollie.
This is for all the things that you did to me. For all the years that I wasted in that prison. Who is it?
Ollie, open up, quick. made me.
You punk! Give it help!
All right, that's enough, Blake.
Enough. 5 years I waited. 5 years. But I missed it by this much.
A lucky miss for you, Blake. If you'd have made it, you'd have gotten a chair.
It'd have been worth it.
You all right, Mrs. Forbes? Can I get you anything?
I'll be all right now. From now on, everything will be fine.
Fortunately for Mrs. Forbes, Investigator Daniels realized that something was wrong in her apartment when he called on the phone and Blake impersonated her husband. Daniels knew that it couldn't have been Mr. Forbes since he seemed to know nothing about Daniels himself or Blake. Consequently, Daniels immediately rushed to the apartment and arrived there in time to avert a tragedy. Ollie Blake and Leon Ferrin were returned to the penitentiary from which they had escaped. At their subsequent trial, on charges of jailbreak and felonious assault with intent to kill, they were each sentenced to a term of 15 additional years. In the case of Ollie Blake, the term awaiting him in federal prison, added to the time he must still serve in the state penitentiary, will keep him behind bars for the next 25 years.